everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. One receiver left, three to the right. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Prescott now. And right away, he lost the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
6 yards still to go here on second and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. On third and goal, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now for Elliott, Charles, against Green Bay, 125 yards on the ground, became the first Cowboy rookie to rush for over 100 in a playoff game since Dwayne Thomas way back in 1970.
Another significant record added to what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. And just look at it this way. Everyone who watches NFL football pays lip service to the idea that the running game is important. I think Ezekiel Elliott really brought it back into focus in this season.
And he finished just 178 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's rookie record. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. short yardage. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Second down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And defensively, here are the starters for the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a group that has a lot of youth. 7 of the starters, either first or second-year guys. And boom, they're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
And they fit perfectly with head coach Dan Quinn's scheme on defense. And his collaboration with the front office of the Falcons to get younger and quicker on that side of the ball has propelled them to the Super Bowl. Think about Vic Beasley leading the league in sacks at outside linebacker, Keanu Neal as a safety, and Deion Jones can flat-out run in the middle. So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
4th down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the gears will shift here as Atlanta will take over on offense. And speaking of gear shifting, a new change in Atlanta. They're going into a new stadium next year. But what a way to say goodbye to the Georgia Dome, huh?
They closed out in the style that they wanted to. And the way that they played throughout the 2016 season. And I go back to when they opened up in preseason. The first game ever in the Georgia Dome. They threw a bomb on their first series for a touchdown. And it felt the exact same way against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
It opened in 92, and you're right. It finishes in dramatic fashion. Shipped together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now Ryan on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, partner, that he's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best. And the argument's going to be short. It's a small sample. Julio Jones right there at the top because of his ability to do everything. Catch it, run it, his strength running patterns. How about the way he knocks people off of routes and continues them and finishes in the end zone?
He did all of that against Green Bay. A beautiful toe tap in the end zone for 1 touchdown. And then stiff-arming tacklers down the sideline. At 73 yards to the house, he was something.
And it's interesting you mentioned the toe tap. That people thought maybe his effectiveness would be limited because of a toe injury. We saw no ill effects against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Down right around the 25. With the way Matt Ryan was throwing it against the Packers, they didn't really need Devontae Freeman's legs on the ground. 14 carries, 42 yards, 42 through the air as well, receiving though.
And that's the key, the 42 through the air, because it tells you that Devontae Freeman is a multi-dimensional back. And that's exactly what Atlanta needs in their offense. They can spread the field, run it inside with him and Tevin Coleman, or throw it to them as well. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's caught by Beasley. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Prescott to throw it. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 46 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Matt Ryan was incredible against Green Bay, wasn't he? You talk about locked in, throwing the football. Just absolutely incredible. 4 touchdown passes and ran one in. And that put him in some pretty good company there for some other guys who've done the NFL playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and then there's another one who's done it. Who's that?
Tobin Rote, 1957 Detroit Lions.
Yeah, so those guys, the only 4 with 4 touchdown passes and a touchdown run in the playoffs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them. And his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
A first Sanu, 4 seasons in Cincinnati where he never won a playoff game. Now in Atlanta, off to the Super Bowl.
It's a nice change for him, isn't it? And it's the one that every player is looking for when they change franchises. And for him to do that his first year in Atlanta, but he also brings a lot of life out wide as a receiver. And then how about when he does the changeup as a wildcat quarterback and can carry it inside?
Yeah, just an extra component to an already powerful Atlanta offense. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll make it third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brandon, Super Bowl 33 saw Atlanta take on Denver, and they were led, of course, by John Elway at quarterback. Here we are now with Super Bowl 51. And Atlanta back in the Super Bowl. This time, they get Tom Brady. They don't catch a break at the quarterback position, do they?
A couple Hall of Famers. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. That last one was in Miami. This time, of course, in Houston. We'll see if they have better luck this go-around.
Well, the one thing Atlanta has in their favor this time, probably the league MVP in their own quarterback, Matt Ryan. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back from the gun. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, I want to hop to something else real quick. You get 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. Atlanta, New England. Everyone knows what happens that second week when they're in Houston. What happens the first week?
Well, I think for most of them, it's making sure they get rest and rehab because they're going to let them come down off of the victory from before you start up. Plus, you don't want to get the game plan in too early. You'll peak, and guess what? Now you'll be stale by kickoff time. The best ones integrate the game plan similar to a regular season game. During the week, get it in there with a few extras along the way. So, yeah, it'll make sure they ramp up in time for kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday and not before.
Here's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the... And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he caught it up. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Back now in Arlington, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. is Julio Jones. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Third and 2, now Ryan. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
On second down, Prescott again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And the back goes into motion. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Finding time. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start. On second down, Ryan to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Prescott on first down. Surveying the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Cut me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On play action, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw here's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A dump off to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, So the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They run. Devontae Freeman. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Backing up. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Sanu, the man in motion right. Ryan wants to throw it. He's got time in the pocket, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland, as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to air one out. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Finding time. And his first pass is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was that a 3. It was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And we'll see Oakland take over on offense in a second. And I know these Raiders don't want to hear it, but it's kind of the talk of the town. Such a promising season, looking so good. Carr gets injured, and then they just fall off and lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, in fact, when we brought it up, they told us they didn't want to talk about it. Because for them, they just want to look forward. Great year last year. They know about the injuries, Carr getting hurt, etc. But for them, the focus is now, and they think that they can be not just a playoff team again this year, but a Super Bowl contender.
And the last time they were in the playoffs, they were a Super Bowl contender back in 2003 when they fell short in Super Bowl 37. Carr to throw on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
That was second down run for Murray. And past the 30 down to about the 27. For Murray in the wild card game against Houston, just 39 yards on 12 carries. So now you look at the season all told, just under 800 yards, Charles. He did score 12 touchdowns. What'd you think of his year?
I thought it was an excellent year for him, and I know 1,000 yards is the benchmark. But remember, he didn't play in all of the games. And Oakland became a passing-type team with Derek Carr throwing the ball around. I think Latavius Murray is clearly a #1 running back in the NFL. And with those 3 Pro Bowlers in front and the offensive line, I think the future is bright. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Throwing now is Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Deep drop. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Ryan on 1st down. It's hauled in by Hardy. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons are in for 6. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this, or we'll have to wait and see. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Brandon, one thing we run into in sports all the time is people discussing whether teams achieved all that they can achieve. And for the Atlanta Falcons in recent years, I think a lot of people thought they were underachievers. They erased that with this year's playoff run to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, last year had the hot start to the season, petered out, and just when they've been able to get to the playoffs, haven't been able to get over that proverbial hump. I think they're over that hump.
Yeah, I think in this recent run, and this is what I'm talking about maybe since about 2005 or so, they did have one NFC Championship game appearance against San Francisco, but many thought they should have won that one. Now they're on to the Super Bowl in 2017.
Now Carr being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Carr now to throw. Airing one deep for Crabtree. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It's him with a 4th down now. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And here now come the Falcons. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure is. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by David Anderson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Holmes. They got 29 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. And he puts it through. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And quickly, they get to the line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. Would you work your tight end into it? That's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Carr. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
10 yards still left on second down. Carr to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OT.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Play clock winding down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Wide open receiver complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it. Keep telling your guys to stay motivated. And they found a crease on that play.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered coverage. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw is Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Carr will try it again on second down. Looking deep for Crabtree. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again is Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
We got three, fellas.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd down now after the incompletion. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Crabtree, once again, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Surveying the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. A right side catch by Crabtree. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And Charles, a good catch there and a 1st down.
Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be placed. The receiver knew where the 1st down line was.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He's got time. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Freeman again. And they get to him quickly here as now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Throwing now is Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Finds Roberts left side. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Zebra.
One final try now for Carr. He's got time in the pocket. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's get you over to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and themselves.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
On first down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel from 13 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Stewart is the lone setback. Here's Newton. And right away, he lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's brought down after a good game.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him and the Panthers.
Not at all. I don't think it's all his fault, but they're going to be looking for another breakout season from him next year. Beck, I have to take a second here and talk about Greg Olsen, the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. Third straight year over 1,000 yards in receptions. And guess what? That's the first time that's ever happened in NFL history. 3 straight years by a tight end.
That's really something. Now 31 years of age. They're going to need him next year to turn it around because a very disappointing season.
Not the season anyone expected, least of all the Carolina Panthers, but he's a building block that they can go ahead and get back to form starting in 2017.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Newton throwing again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there. Newton again. 61 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is...
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards, 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Newton now to throw. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Newton on first down. And Olsen over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
He's going to go up top again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing again, Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Stewart. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And here we go on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second down now after the pass completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And he lost the football. It's caught right side, Dixon. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Okay, Parker, you ready for Brandon's off-the-wall stat question of the week here?
Well, is that any different than any other time we talk?
No, it's not. But Chris Hogan and Julio Jones actually had the exact same numbers in the conference title games. 9 catches, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who did it better?
Wow, that's a great question. Listen, the easy, trite answer is they both did it so exceptionally well, you just called a tie.
But I'm breaking the tie.
I'm breaking the tie. Julio Jones did it better. That short slant where he ended up running over 2 or 3 people and taking it to the end zone, that was the clincher right there. Julio Jones did it a little bit better than Chris Hogan.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. After the interception, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to Talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught. That one goes for 36 yards. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Looking to speed things up here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. So it was second and goal. Still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons add on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Benjamin with it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Newton. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Newton on first down. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Newton throwing again. And now here's another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Ryan on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3.
They've got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead, and unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
On first down, it's Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stewart is the lone setback. On first down, Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Newton. It should be caught at about the 3. A nice gain of 21 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Again, Newton finding time. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Newton throwing again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Newton takes it himself. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And here now come the Falcons. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?